Hey guys, what's up? Anthony here. Thanks again for joining me today. In case you haven't watched any of my videos before, I love luxury products and accessories. But today, instead of reviewing my typical bag or unboxing, I decided I'm going to focus on a pair of my favorite sneakers, my Christian Louboutin rollerboat spiked sneakers. The reason I really love these shoes is they're super cool, they're sleek, they make a statement. So it's sort of my fallback whenever I want to put together an outfit that has something that really catches people's attention. If there's like an event or something that I'm trying to, dress up for, I definitely will throw these on. One of the things that I like to pair them with is a tuxedo. So I know that a lot of people might not necessarily agree, but when you have a tuxedo and it's super prim and proper, a really good way to not necessarily class it up, but kind of mix different types of styles is to throw a wrench in it with something that's a little bit edgier to kind of, speak to your tastes and kind of break away from the mold a little bit. And this is definitely one of those pairs of shoes that I love to do that with. I'm not going to lie to you, Christian Louboutin sneakers are really expensive. So if you're looking to buy a pair of sneakers and you're looking to go to the Christian Louboutin boutique and you're looking to buy a pair, be warned that it will set you back anywhere from $700 to $1,400. But if you know where to look and you know what you're looking for, you can spend as little as $300 on a pair of Christian Louboutin sneakers like I did. These ones I bought brand new from The RealReal for, I believe it was $240 after tax. And when you really know what you're looking for and you know your size and you've already owned a pair, you've fitted a pair before, then you know exactly what to go for. I have a really small foot, so these are actually a 39.5, which is basically like a men's 7, which is really easy to come across on a website like The RealReal or Fashion File, because of the fact that not a lot of people are buying that pair of shoes or that size. So I have a lot of luck coming across really affordable pairs of designer sneakers. In case you haven't already noticed, these shoes are completely spiked all the way around. So they reflect light, they catch attention. Anytime I have them on, somebody is bound to compliment them or at least look at them with that kind of like, ooh, I want those for myself sort of look. And when that's the case with anything that I wear, I actually really thrive off of that type of attention because I know I put together a really cool outfit or I made a really good decision in getting a piece. And these shoes are a constant reminder that I made a good choice. One of the biggest pros around my Christian Louboutin shoes is the fact that they are stylish, but one of the cons is the fact that they are really, really heavy. So unless you're really used to wearing a pair of sneakers that's probably a few pounds on its own, I would highly suggest that you try on a pair before ordering them or before splurging the money on getting a pair, whether they're used or new, because as you wear them for a couple hours, they become really heavy on your ankle and you start to feel it. If you're wearing them for a pretty long time, your feet might even start to drag unless you're really used to wearing sneakers that have a lot of weight to them, and they actually do start to kind of cut away at your ankle a little bit, not in the sense that it'll make it bleed, but it does start to get uncomfortable, so buyer beware of that fact. But all in all, this shoe is really great. The quality is fantastic. The stitching is incredible. I don't know if you can tell along here, but the sole is really well put together. And if you know how to take care of them, they will last you a really long time. The best part about investing in a pair of luxury sneakers is the fact that they will last you years if you know how to take care of them. Like I just said, they can last you a long time, and as far as I'm aware, these are probably a few years old. But what I like to do after I wear a pair of my Louboutins, I have a black pair in a sneaker with just a spike around. It's called the Pick, I believe. And these are the rollerboat, and then I do have another pair and they're more of a loafer. The loafers are done for. I had to get the sole replaced. I made the mistake of wearing them in the rain, and if you're not familiar with Louboutin lacquered shoes, I made the biggest mistake of wearing them in water because that red paint just came right off, which is why I gravitate toward the sneaker, because the rubber red sole is really easy to take care of. And what I do at the end of the day is I just take a Clorox wipe and I clean off the sneaker. It doesn't remove any of the paint. It doesn't remove any of the coloring. It stays pristine. It makes the rubber pretty much bright white again. And as long as you don't give the dirt a lot of time to settle in, you can actually prevent your shoes from aging in the ways that other people's might, just by taking off the first layer of dirt that you put on it by wearing them throughout the day. While I do love these sneakers, one of the other things to look out for is these spikes and how easily they'll fall out if you're not really sure how to take care of them or how to wear the shoe. Definitely don't get flat tired in these, when somebody steps on the back of your shoe, because these spikes will come out. I have a black pair and it's unfortunate, but 2 of the spikes fell out on the left shoe and another 2 fell out on the right shoe. So I have a shoe with 4 missing spikes, and I don't know if they do repairs, but it just sounds like it would be a headache. So if you're gonna wear these out, make sure that you're not in a crowded space, because people will step on your shoes, and whether you like it or not, the spikes will fall out. Another thing to keep in mind is as you're wearing the shoe, the vamp actually starts to crease. So I don't know if you could tell, but when I bend this shoe right down the middle, the spikes actually start to touch each other. And that's actually really concerning, because the spikes might come apart there as well. So like I said, you have to be really smart about the way that you're taking care of your sneakers. But if you know what you're doing and you know how to take care of them and how to store them, I use my dust bag to store my sneakers, and I keep them in a really cool area because I want them to last forever. As far as my roller boats go, they are pretty true to size. I didn't have any issues with ordering my size online. Loafers, which I'm not going to cover in this video, they definitely do run a little bit bigger, so I always order a size or a half size down. When it comes to ordering a pair of sneakers that's potentially this expensive, you always want to have the confidence, like I said, that they're going to last you a while, which they will. Whether or not they're worth the money, do I think so? Absolutely. It just really depends on what your taste is and how much you're willing to invest in your wardrobe. A lot of people think that designer shoes and designer bags are a waste of money, but when you identify with your clothing and with your possessions as much as I do, and as much as a lot of other people that I do know, it really doesn't really make a difference when it comes to cost, because you love your wardrobe just as much as somebody might love their car or, something else that's a little bit inanimate but still really meaningful to them. And my wardrobe, and I know for a lot of other people, it is the same way. So when it comes to that sort of mentality, these shoes are definitely worth it. And as far as quality goes, they are absolutely worth it as well, because despite the fact that I haven't worn them very often, I do know how to take care of them, and I do know that they will last for years to come. If this is your first time joining me and watching one of my videos, then thank you so much. And if you returned, then I really appreciate it. And again, subscribe, set a notification, do what you need to. If you really enjoy my content, then I really look forward to sharing my next video with you. And if you have any opinions on the shoes that I own or your own experiences with Louboutins, then feel free to let me know in the comments below. See you guys next time.